Hi, Silver Sneakers and others. This class is appropriate for Silver Sneakers Mind, which is a yoga type class, or functional flexibility. This is Sue. Welcome to my home. Again, I still tremendously miss you in class, but thank you for tuning in with the workout videos. Hopefully, this one in particular will make you feel refreshed physically, mentally, and emotionally. We're going to start on our mat for some windshield wiper stretches. I have a hardwood floor, so if you don't have a mat, just find a carpeted area. I have a bathroom memory foam rug, just in case I need it to protect my knees. I'm going to stick it out of the way. I have a chair for what we're going to do at the end of class. And I decided instead of a folding chair to bring out a chair with a little bit of bling to it today. We're going to come to our backs. We're going to send our legs wide, feet down, arms out, palms either down or up, wherever they feel best. We're going to drop our knees to one side, exhaling down. Inhale up, exhale down. Now you follow your breath, so you don't even look at me. When it's time to exhale, drop your knees to one side. When it's time to inhale, bring them up, and then exhale, drop them the other way. If you're like me and it feels good to stretch that neck, whichever direction your knees are dropping towards, your head turns to the other side. And just keep that pattern moving. Exhale, drop, inhale, raise. It's actually best if you're not looking at me here because I want us to all be going at our breath pace. Anytime you need to pause and take a water break, you can. I'm not playing music because of copyright issues. If you want to play some soft music in the background, you be my guest. How about 2 more on each side? Nice deep breath. When you're there, hug your knees into your chest. Take your time getting there if you're slower than my breath pace. Now that I'm on my back, whenever you join me, let's rock gently from left to right, keeping those cores engaged so we don't rock all the way over onto one side or the other. Doesn't that massage feel good to your low back? And now I'm going to rock over onto one side, come to my hands and my knees. This is where if you need that rug under your knees, it might come in handy. All right, we're going to do some cat-cows. Coming down, exhale, arching up into a cat. Exhale, extending back. Exhale, inhale. This position, this exercise, sometimes called cat-cow, sometimes called cat-camel, whatever it's called. It's very effective at lubricating the spine, preparing it for the stretches that are about to come your way. Some of the exercises, I'll be sideways to you. Others, I'll be facing front. You just be where you can see me. 2 more. 1 more time. And now we're going to sit our hips back into a child's pose, extending those arms long,
relaxing your forehead. Just breathe. Deep breaths. Lift your forehead from the mat. Take both arms to one side. The ear that's closest to the mat, relax it on that bicep muscle. Doesn't that feel good? Feeling the whole back on that side that we're stretching away from. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your head, take your arms to the other side, and drop that ear to the bicep and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift your head. Extend those arms as far away from your body as you can. Relax your elbows into the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take those arms back, thumbs touching or close to touching the ankles. Do you feel how that relaxes your shoulders down towards the mat? Just breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to take my arms, cross my forearms, turn my head one direction. Feel those shoulders going heavy, relaxing down towards the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting my head and turning it the other way. Sorry to turn my eyes away from you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center, extending those arms as long as you can. And breathe. Feel that back stretch. It's wonderful here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to all fours, cat-cows. Exhale, arch up. Inhale, extend back down. Oh, that feels so good. One more time. And child's pose. Come to all fours, tuck your toes, press up. Deep breaths. Feel those hamstrings and calf muscles stretching out here. Let's take one heel at a time, closer to the mat. Good job. I figured sideways you'd be able to see what I'm doing a little bit more than if I was facing the camera here. All right, bring some stillness to those feet. Find your knees and press back. All fours, tuck your toes, press up. Find your knees, child's pose. All fours, tuck your toes, press up. Find your knees, press back. All fours, tuck toes, press up. Again, 4 more times. Just breathe. 3 more. 2 more. Last time here. We're going to stay lifted in that down dog position. Breathe. I'm going to lift my left leg up towards my ceiling. Take my hands a step closer to my body. Drop my left foot away. Drop it back towards that right hip. Breathe. I'm going to take that left foot back up. Bend my right knee. All right, I'm going to take that lifted leg and swing it through my hands like this. If it doesn't make it all the way, help it with your foot. Did I say help it with your foot? Help it with your hands. Don't help it with your other foot. That would be kind of bizarre, wouldn't it? Breathe. Now we're going to take that back leg and step it up. Stand. Inhale up. Exhale down. Step both feet back. Come to that child's pose. Here we go again. Tuck and lift. Knees, child's pose. All fours. Tuck and lift. 4 more times. You go at your pace. Deep breaths. Feel those muscles warming up so nicely. 2. Last one for me. You take your time. Now this time when I come up, I'm going to stay in that down dog until I've given everybody a chance to join me. And this time, the leg furthest from you, my right leg, is going to lift. I'm going to walk my hands a step closer to my body, and I'm going to drop that right foot towards the screen, opening my hips up. My head turns away from you. Breathe. Now that right leg is going to go straight back up. I'm going to bend my left knee, and I'm going to take a giant step with that lifted right leg through my hands. You help it with your hands if your foot doesn't make it all the way. Big step. Hold. Feel that hip flexor stretch. And that back foot steps up. Inhale up. And exhale down. Now I'm going to turn my mat so that I'm facing you. You don't have to do that because you're probably already looking at me. Trying to find that sweet spot where you can see my feet. Maybe a little bit more back. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale up. Exhale, flat back tip. Drop your right shoulder, look left. Back to the center, drop your left shoulder, look right. Back to the center, inhale up. How about a forward fold? Exhale, swan diving down, and breathe. Feel the hamstring stretching. Gonna take my arms on my back, cross my forearms, allow my head, neck, and shoulders to hang really heavy. Breathe. Gonna hold my fingers underneath my toes, so I'm actually lifting my toes off the mat. Feeling that hamstring stretch in the back upper parts of my legs. I'm going to turn my notes over so I'll be ready for the next series when it's time. Okay, raise up, inhale up, relax those shoulders, step your right foot back. Lift that back heel, keep it lifted.
Fingertips come a little closer. Let's create a little baby back bend by looking up. Oh, did you feel that balance challenge? I sure do. I know you feel like you see me wobbling on the screen. Deep breath. Release the hands, roll the shoulders, take that back foot further back, drop, exhale, reach, inhale back, exhale, reach, inhale back. 2 more times, feel that hip flexor, reach, back, 1 more time, reach, and back. My back knee is going to drop all the way down. If you need that bathroom rug, now's the time to put it under that back knee. Do not be uncomfortable with this. My left leg is forward, my right arm goes up. My hand touches my back. Going to stretch that tricep by pulling that elbow up with my left hand. And I'm going to gently lean to that front left leg side. Feel lots of muscles being stretched on your right side here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both my hands are going to come to the mat inside that front foot, and that front leg is going to drop away from my body. Feeling that glute stretch. Just breathe here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to bring that knee straight ahead, cradle my foot, one hand on one side of it, the other on the other. Tip back, raise my toes, so my hips are not dropping toward my heel in the back. I'm just tipping back. That leg is straight to feel that hamstring stretch. It's a deep hamstring stretch here. If you want more, take that left hand, gently pull those toes towards your body. Feel that stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to send that leg back. I'm going to tuck, find that down dog. I'm going to walk my feet and my hands up. Inhale up. Same thing with your right leg. Exhale down. Hold that forward fold. Slowly roll up, taking your arms up as you inhale. And we're going to step that left leg back. That right leg is in the front, bending the back knee and the front knee slightly. That back heel is lifted. Soften your shoulders. Create that baby back bend by gently looking up. Embracing that natural wobble that occurs every time you look at those raised fingertips here. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your arms down. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift. 3 more. Good job. 2 more. 1 more time. And I'm going to take that back foot gently back a little further, dropping that back knee. Use that rug if you need to. Soften the back foot. That just means you're not on those back toes. Take that left arm up, hand to the back. Tricep stretch, tip gently to your right. And breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands come down inside that front foot. I'm going to drop that leg gently away from my body, feeling that stretch in that glute on the right side. A little bit in your inner thighs as well, even into my lower back, into that sciatica nerve area on my left side. Or maybe I'm just tight there. Sometimes when I call a muscle that I'm feeling, it might be because I'm tight in a particular muscle group. And if you're feeling it a little differently, you're feeling it in the muscle area that you're the most tight. So just embrace the stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise that knee back to the center. Cradle that front foot. I'm going to send that foot a little further. Send that leg straight, toes up. Feel that hamstring stretch. Breathe. Oh, that's a tight muscle group this morning. This is perhaps one of the best exercises that you can treat your body to. All right, if you can, take those toes and gently pull them towards your body, deepening that hamstring stretch. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. That leg is going to go back. We're going to push back up into that down dog position and breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My feet and my hands are going to walk up a little bit. Slowly rise up, inhaling up. How about some balance work? Exhale down, shoulder roll. Lift your right knee. Arms float out. All right, if this is where you need to be, if those toes continually tap down, stay here. It's okay to tap those toes down. Look to your right fingers. If you can stay upright while doing that. Back to the center and your left. Back to the center. Stay here. Breathe. Left hand up. Right leg back. So you stay here if this is where you need to be. If you can grab that right foot, grab it. Stand tall. Do you see how my right bent knee is touching my left standing inner thigh? And my right knee is pointing downward towards the mat. All right, if you can tip forward while maintaining your balance, you do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Shoulder rolls. Same thing, left leg. Inhale up. Exhale down. Lift that left leg. All right, one side is going to be more challenging. So just know that going into it. Arms out. Those left toes can touch down anytime you need them to help you maintain your balance. Lifting that leg when you can. If you can turn your head to the left, do so. Exhaling. Inhale back to center. Embrace that wobble. Can you look towards your right? Back to center. Can you raise your right arm? Can you lift that left heel back towards your hips? Maybe holding it with those left fingers, bringing that knee so that it's pointing down to the mat. That left leg trying to touch that standing right inner thigh. Just keep breathing. All right, if you can take this option, tip it forward. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Send those hips right to left, releasing those muscles. Oh, that feels good. Now, how about some hip circles? Round and round we go, like we had a hula hoop going super slow with it. Back to the center. Inhale up. Exhale down. Standing cat-cow. Exhale, reach. Inhale, extend and stretch. Now come with your feet a little closer. We're going to take it to a tree position. Inhale up. Palms touch. Coming down to your heart center. Right toes can start on the floor. And this is where you can stay if balancing in this position is challenging today. If you can lift that foot to the calf muscle below that knee and hold. You take the option that you need. Standing tall, trying not to scoot into that left hip. When I scooted, I lost my balance. Stand tall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, grow your branches tall. Okay. Remember watching Winnie the Pooh? There was a series or an episode called Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day. We're going to pretend that there's a big wind blowing, and it causes our branches to lean to the left and that tree to tip over, but not fall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Hips go right to left. Let's do the same thing with the other leg. Inhale those hands up, palms together. Exhale, come to your heart center, extend those elbows out. Left foot, those toes can be down on the mat. You pick where you can stay upright. If you can lift that left foot on the lower part of that right leg, stand tall, keep your belly pulled in. So a trick, if you need some balance assistance, find a spot on the floor in front of you and stare at it. Sometimes that can help with that balance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale the arms up. Find those tall tree branches, settling those shoulders down from your ears. And let's think about Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day. Lean towards your right with those hands. And maybe that left foot comes out to the side. And we tip a little more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the hips go round and round. That was hard. Okay, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. If a forward fold is not for you, flat back tip is always acceptable. Letting those fingertips in a forward fold hover just above the mat. Head, neck, and shoulders nice and heavy. Feel that stretch. Take those hands to the mat. Step your feet back. Hold that high plank. If this hurts your wrist, the forearm or elbow plank is a perfect option. Hold it steady, whichever option you're taking.
All right. One ability that we always want to train so that we never lose is the ability to push ourselves up off the floor. So let's come to our knees, soften our feet, bring your chest all the way down, push up slowly, and press back into that child's pose, releasing the muscles. Now roll back, chest all the way down. We're on the floor. We push ourselves up and back. Good job. We're going to do 10 more, or we're going to do our best. Do as many as you can. If you can't do 9 more with me, when you've reached the maximum number you can do, hold that child's pose position with your hips back, just like this one. Right here, this is where you hold. But if you can do 8 more with me, you do that, keeping those muscles as strong as we can. 7. 6. 5. 4. Are you feeling all those muscles? Because I know I am. 3. 2. One more time. And now, everybody, come all the way down. I'm going to turn, making that pillow with my arms. See my elbows wide. My head is looking to the right. And I'm going to slide that right knee up. And just hold. Feel that gentle stretch in your hips, your back, and your neck as you look over that elbow. And I'm going to slide that right leg back. I'm going to lift my head, look to the left, and then slide that left knee up towards the elbow. And breathe. I'm going to push that leg back. I'm going to lift my head, come to my forearms with my palms down, and just lift my chest. Nice and gentle back stretch. And breathe. You can stay here, or if it doesn't hurt your wrists, you can come to your hands and lift. Feet soft in the back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and wherever you are, push back into that child's pose. Relax. Breathe deeply. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come to a seated position. I'm going to send my right leg long but angled and my left foot inside that right thigh. Keeping my upper body tall and my right toes actively pointed towards my body. I'm going to take both hands down towards that ankle. No hunching over. Keep that back tall as possible. And breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can stay there, or you can reach both hands underneath that foot. And start to look more closely at that knee, trying to keep that leg as straight as possible. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, now we're going to take that left leg long and straight at an angle. Right foot inside that thigh, shoulders pulled back. Reach those hands towards the ankle. Feet are actively, toes pointing back towards your body. And breathe, easing into that nice back stretch. This is a safer option than having both feet long and reaching forward, flexing down for your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can stay there, or if you have the flexibility in your back, grab underneath your foot with both hands and start to look more closely at that knee, respecting one side will be more challenging than the other. This is my super challenging side. Deep breaths. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, we got that leg long. Send this leg long. Reposition. Both toes, but the feet, both sets of toes pointing towards your body. And without hunching forward, just take a walk with those hands. Going as low as you can. Maybe the elbows coming towards the mat. Feeling that deep inner thigh stretch. And breathing. Trying to keep the backs of your legs as close to the floor as you can. If it feels good, reach for those toes and pull them towards your body. Feeling the stretch, moving a little bit more into your hamstrings. Inner thigh still stretching. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it feels so good to release that one. Let's bring the bottoms of our feet together. So I always have at least one person who can just take those knees down to the floor. I'm just not made that way. It doesn't matter how much practice I do. It just doesn't get much better. Hip flexibility here. This is called the butterfly stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's cross our legs if it's comfortable. And let's take our right hand behind us to the mat or the floor behind us. Our left hand outside that right leg. Look over that back shoulder and hold this seated twist stretch. Deep breath. I love this stretch. I hope you love it as much as I do. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. Walk your hands forward and drop your head, neck, and shoulders. Feeling that stretch through your back and your neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Take your left hand behind you on the floor or the mat. Right hand outside that left leg. And turn and look over that left shoulder. Breathe deeply. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and stretch. Breathe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
and sit tall. Inhale up. Take your right wrist, tug it up, and gently take it over towards the left. And now your left wrist, gently over towards the right. And release. Shoulder roll. I'm going to move my mat so that I'm lying sideways to you. It'll be a little easier for you to see what I'm doing that way. You don't have to move and go anywhere. So let's find that sweet spot with the mat so that you can see me. I'll test the camera view. I think that's going to be good. I've got my chair handy for the stretch that we're going to end with, but we're not there quite yet. All right. I'm going to lay on my back, plant my right foot, take the left foot up, keep that leg as straight as I can with my toes pointing down towards my body. This is a hamstring stretch. I'm just going to breathe. This stretch, this position is doing all the work for us. All we have to do is continue breathing. If you can take that leg without bending the knee and gently pull it closer to your body, with those toes flexed down, you'll feel that stretch deepen. Breathe. If you can reach for those toes, tug them gently towards your body, you'll feel it even more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to take that left leg, cross it over that bent right leg, and I'm going to gently push that left inner thigh away from my body. Now I'm going to take both hands, one on each side of that right thigh, lift that right foot, and pull that right leg closer to my body, and roll that right ankle. Head is on the mat or the floor. Laying figure 4. Feel that left glute. Now take that ankle, circle the other direction. All right, I'm going to let that right foot be still, and I'm going to rock gently from right to left. When I rock to the right, I feel that left glute stretch intensify just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to be super rude with this next stretch and turn my body away from you so you can see what I'm doing. So when we get to the other side and I'm facing you, you'll know what to do. I'm going to untangle my legs, rock over to my right side, bring that left foot back, and pull it towards the back of my hips. This is stretching your hip flexor and your quad on the left side. Deep breaths. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Roll back on your back and just hug those knees to your chest. And rock gently from left to right, moving that head side to side if it feels good to your neck. It always feels good to my neck. Last 3, 2, and remember what we do for one side, we do for the other. So the left leg is going to plant, that foot down, the knee bent, the right leg straight up, those toes pointing down towards my body. Keeping that leg as straight as you can. I like to hold my calf to keep that leg lifted as straight as humanly possible. Deep breaths. If you can reach closer to the ankle without the bend in the knee, do that. Respecting that one side is always tighter than the other, and this is it for me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now maybe those fingers go underneath the toes and pull them a little closer to your body. Oh, that's a deep stretch for Sue today. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am so happy to release that one. Cross that foot over. Gently push that right inner thigh away from your body. That's a nice change from that hamstring stretch. Both hands grabbing that left thigh, lifting that left foot up, pulling that left thigh into your chest a little closer. Head back on the mat if you lifted it. Make some circles with that foot. Breathe. Now take those circles the other direction. Okay, let's bring some stillness to that left foot and start to rock right to left. Small movements, making sure that we don't rock all the way over. Keeping the core tight as you do so. Every time you rock towards the left, you're going to feel that right glute stretch intensify just a bit. Bring some stillness to that body. Untangle your legs. And now I'm going to roll towards you. Let's rock to our left side. Bring that right hand and right foot to meet and tug that foot back towards the back of the hips. Feeling that right quad and hip flexor here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your back. We're going to keep our left leg long and hug that right leg tightly into your chest. Those left toes are pointing towards your body. And release that right leg long and bring that left leg into your body. Toes on both feet, flexing towards your body. Let's do one more each leg. Left leg long, right leg. Hug it tightly into your chest, keeping those toes active, meaning you're pointing them to your body. And one more time. Left knee coming into that chest. I'm going to send both arms out long, drop my knees towards you. I'm going to keep my right shoulder on the floor and turn my head to the right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to drop my knees to the right. Keep my left shoulder down. Look down those left fingers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I'm going to plant both feet at the outer part of my mat. Remember how we started with those windshield wipers? Before our final stretch, we're going to do a few more of those windshield wipers, turning our head away from the direction that our knees are dropping. My eyes just want to naturally close with this one. It feels so good to the back. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now, I really encourage you to go with me here because it feels super good. I'm going to reach for that chair, slide it towards me. If you need to get up to make it happen, you do that. Find the sweet spot. Going to relax my legs up the chair. Normally, our hips are super close so that we can just relax, taking all the pressure off the legs. How many times in a day do we totally take all of the pressure off of those legs? Not very often. So just enjoy this stretch. Relaxing the shoulders and the back of the head into the mat or the floor. Closing your eyes. Deep breaths. Thinking about what's to come in the weeks ahead. When we're free to leave our homes again after being more or less quarantined because of the coronavirus, we're able to meet in person again. I'm able to see your smiling face the way that you can see mine. And we're able to bring a little more socialization back into our lives with our group fitness classes. But for the time being, feel the warmth from within, radiating, putting a smile on your face. Deep breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, all good things must come to an end eventually. I'm going to gently push my chair away. I'm going to rock over towards you. I'm going to hold that fetal position for a couple of breaths. Open your eyes if they're still closed. Now, after that second exhale, take the top hand and gently push up to that half-seated position. Deep breaths. I'm going to come to a full seated position, crossing my legs in front. Inhale up. Exhale down. I'm going to give myself a big hug. We need 10 every day. So your job is to either self-hug or find somebody quarantined with you to give you another hug 9 more times. Until we meet again, it's been a pleasure with the functional flexibility or Silver Sneakers Mind, whatever the workout name that suits your style best today. And we shall do it again until we can meet again in group fitness classes. I've got to get up to sign off. I hope that you feel all stretched out. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.